All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to your barre class. We are going to get started in just 1 second. My computer is over here. My camera is here. So if you see me looking here, this is where I see myself, not the bed. So if you have some weights, you guys know the deal. Keep some light weights close by. If you have a band that you'd like to use to make any of our lower body exercises a little bit harder, keep it close. And I'll tell you when to add that in. Otherwise, keep a chair. You don't need any equipment. You can do this all completely just standing here. We're going to start with our lower body warm-up. Let me get my timer. Hello to everyone jumping on. Let's warm up those legs. And if you can't hear me, let me know. All right. Let's go ahead and start with our feet planted into the ground. We are going to take our hips side to side. And we're just going to rock. Press those hips through. Side. We're going to go front, stretch out those hip flexors. Go ahead and bring it into a nice little circle. And reverse that direction. And go ahead and bring those arms all the way up. And bring them down, bring those arms behind so that the hands meet together in the back. Reach all the way up. And back, turn the palms behind you, cross. And down, let's get those shoulder blades nice and warm for some push-ups. Let's bring it in and open and close. All right, we're gonna pick those knees up. Lift, hands out in front. Tap the knee, tap the knee. All right, heels, tap. Three, two, one, and squat it out. Scoot those hips back. Press forward and squeeze. Back and press. Press those knees out at the bottom. All right, we're going up. I can't hear my music. Where'd it go? Got a few more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, step those legs together. We're gonna reach. Come back to our standing position, feet planted. Reach down and reach. We're gonna do 5 on each side. Comes down, squeeze that scapula, reach, over. Last one. All right, roll those shoulders back. We're gonna bring it down into our plank position from a downward dog. So let's walk those feet out. You can have it wide, you can have them together. Wherever is comfortable, just bring those hands down, walk it out into your plank. Bring those hips down. I want you to hold this plank position. Adjust those hands so that they are right under those shoulders. You draw a line between your thumbs. Your chest should be right over that line. Keep holding. And bring those hips up into a downward dog. And we're going to pedal the feet, so pressing those heels down, bending and straightening the knees. Good, bring it back down to your plank. We're going to drop those knees down. Rock it back to a child's pose. We're going to go into a plank with some leg adductions. So, options here. If you're on your knees, you can bring one straighten one leg. you're just going to squeeze and lift our left leg first. Lift, lower. We want to make sure that we're still engaging that core, so we're not completely on our all fours. We're still in this nice engaged position. Straighten out that left leg, keep squeezing and lifting. We're going to activate those glutes. Tell them it's time to work. One more. Bring it down, both knees on the ground. Rock back to a child's pose. And bring it back up. Bring those hips forward. And if you want to make this harder, you can come up into a high plank and do this with a straight leg. Up and down. So option is knee down on the ground. Keep squeezing that leg nice and straight. Squeeze and lift that leg until it stops, and that's where you squeeze. Three, two, one. Bring it back, rock to child's pose. All right, back to our plank. We're going to do combo a little bit of some abs with some lower body. So we're going to come into our elbow plank. Knees down if you need a modified version. Otherwise, bring it up, and we're going to do a body saw. So we're going to use our toes to press us forward and back. For only about 15 seconds. If you need to breathe, take the booty up in the air, and then bring it back down and hold and keep rocking forward. For 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees down. Walk it back. All right, and we're going to come up to a standing position in just a second. I'm going to make sure my music is coming through. All right. All right, let's warm up those feet. Let's go ahead and, if you have some chairs, anything close by, I'm going to hold on just to my door. Parallel position. Roll up as high as you can onto those toes. Straight legs. That's the goal. Squeezing those quads and squeezing your calves. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Core tight. Bring those heels down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So you're moving as one. Up, lower. Try to keep those ankles in line, nice and straight. Feel free to do this without holding on to anything if you want to test your balance. Last one, we're going to go up and we're going to balance on those toes. Hold, you can take your arms out here. You can bring them anywhere you want. Whatever helps you balance. For 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, bend the knees, keeping the feet flat on the ground. Stretch out those calves. And from here, come into a nice little V position. Again, tuck those hips forward. So we don't want to be here. We're here. Tuck the hips under. Squeeze, lift, down, lift, down a little faster, up, up. Keep the cheeks squeezed, keep your core tight. Should be starting to feel it in those calves. My left one always wants to cramp on me. We got 3, 2, 1, up and hold. Hold it. Get up as high as you can on those toes. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Same thing, keep the heels on the ground, bend the knees. And go wide position, so our second position. All right, stretch out those calves real quick. I already know my left one's gonna cramp. All right, so a little bit wider than shoulder width. Start strong, base of support. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, roll it up, down, Again, our legs are straight. You can go a little faster if you want to make this a little harder. Up, up. Don't let the heels touch the ground if you want to make it even harder. Almost there. If your calves are screaming, you're doing good. We got 3, 2, 1, up and hold. Engage those quads, squeeze, 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 shoulders down, balance. Wherever you want your hands, holding on to something as needed. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Plant those heels into the ground, bend the knees. Stop. All right. Shake out those feet. Shake out those feet. That's my little timer. All right. We're going to go down onto the floor. We're going to be doing some donkey kicks and some rainbows. So if you have a band, now is your time to grab it. I'm going to use one today for my donkey kicks. All right. So hands and knees. Knees hip width apart. You guys have been with me for a bit. You should be pros at donkey kicks. All right, we're going to do our right side first. Go ahead and bring that leg up, flex that foot. Think of the heel driving up to the ceiling. I want you to focus on keeping that leg up instead of bringing it all the way underneath. I want you to keep it up and just pulse it at the top. So it's only bending about halfway down. We're not letting it come all the way back down. We're going to emphasize that top squeeze. Down and up, down, up. Again, keep that core pulled in, nice flat back. Three, 2, 1. We're going to hold it at the top. Pulse up, up, higher, up. 3, 2, 1. Woo, bring it back. All right, we're going to go over to the left side. There we go. Readjust that position. Left leg comes up. Keep those hips facing the floor and down, up. Press that heel up and squeeze in that glute at the top. Ten seconds. All right, we're going to go up and hold that leg up there at the top. You can point it or flex it and pull. Small movements. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it down. Come on into a child's pose. All right, getting through. Fire hydrants are next. I'm going to keep a band on or take it off. My hips will be very mad at me if I keep this on. We're going to go with the right side first. Back over to our right. That knee is just going to come out to the side. If your wrists are getting sore, bring it down onto the elbows. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg out to the side and lower. I want you to focus on the control of lowering it back down. Down. Up. Add a pause at the top. Make it a little harder. Remember, it's not about height, about how high you get that leg. You can bring it right out to 45 degrees, and you'll still get that benefit. Ten seconds. We're going to go up and hold it and pulse. Bring it out. Lift, lift. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down. All right, other side, switch it around. Left side, we're gonna bring that left leg out, in, out, in. Try to stay up nice and tall on that right leg. Try not to lean too far into that right hip. Try to stay right over it. That way your core works too. You're slowing down. Slow it down and reduce range of motion. All right, we have our hold coming up. Last one. We're going to bring it up. Pull up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rock it back. Woo. Come into your child's pose. Stretch out those legs. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, let's come forward into a pigeon. On the right. Bring back. Switch legs. Bring that left leg forward. Pigeon on the left. Okay. Bring it around into our glute bridge position. Again, if you have a chair or anything that you want to use to elevate your glute bridges, you are more than welcome to use it. I don't have my little box over here today, so I'm going to do regular glute bridges. But I am going to add a band. Another really simple way to increase your exercise is to add a band. These are my favorite ones. All right, leaning it back. Feet about hip width apart. And from here, we're going to pull that belly button down into the spine, into the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Lift. Pull. Bring it down. We're going to go up. Pull. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Last time, we're going to go up. Press through those heels. Lift your toes off the floor for me and wiggle them. And squeeze the cheeks. That's the position. From here, open those knees apart. In. Open. Close. Open. Close. Small movements. Three, 2, 1. Bring it down. Bring the knees into the chest. You can rock side to side. Take a second, stretch it out. All right, we're going to come into our butterfly. So knees apart, feet together, press those heels in. Same thing, re-engage, squeeze, and lift. Down, up, down, up and squeeze. Core strong, knees open, open. You don't need a band to do these. You just want to emphasize that adduction movement. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All right, this time we are going to squeeze our ankles together and our knees together. Walk the feet a little further away from your butt. And from here, inhale, squeeze, and lift. Goal with these is to try to keep your knees together. This is a hard one. Keep squeezing in those glutes. Bring it down. Up, lift, hold. 3, 2, 1. Repeat. Down and up. Squeeze, knees together, ankles together. 3, 2, 1. Down. All right, open those feet back apart to hip width. Go back up into that glute bridge. Bring those arms up into the air. Straight out from the shoulders. This helps reduce a little bit of stability, which makes those glutes work a little bit more. And I want you to hold this bridge position. We are pressing through our heels, squeezing our glutes together, keeping our core engaged. For 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Go ahead, bring those knees into the chest. And rock it up to a seated position. Grab a sip of water if you need it. All right, and then we are going to finish right on our hands and knees for our lower body, and then we'll go to do some squats after this. So we're just going to do our rainbow combo. Rainbows. Love rainbows, guys. So with this one, our leg is going to come out. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's going to go side to side. All right, so we have our rainbows. And then after we finish our set of rainbows, that knee is going to come into the side and extend out and up. So it comes in like you're going to touch that knee to your elbow, and then it extends back out and we squeeze. In this position, your knee can be turned out or it can be turned in. So your knee is facing the floor or it's facing the wall. That is an option. If you like having it turned out, it's going to target a little bit more of that side booty. That is going to be on each side. All right, so make sure you have some space. Let's start on our right leg first. 3, 2, 1. Extend this right leg. We're going to tap it side, up and over. And we're doing this nice and slow. You can also bring this down onto the elbows to increase that range of motion just a little bit. Keeping that leg nice and straight. All right, last 10 seconds. We're going to bring that knee in towards the elbow on the side. Extend it up and in. You don't need to extend it straight up. You can bring it straight out, get it as high as you want, wherever you want. As long as you're squeezing. Last one. Back to child's pose. Get ready for that left side. Inhale. Space between the knees. Left leg extends out straight. Tap. Tap. Keep that back as flat as possible. Ten seconds left. And then we're going to go into our little elbow to knee. 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg up. Bend it to the side. Extend. And in. Three, 2, 1. Rock it back, child's pose. Nice big breath out. Roll it on up. We're going to come to standing for some squats. All right. So continuing our adduction trend, or abduction this time, we're going to squat it down, leg lift. Okay? Down, leg lift. We're going to do the right side only first. Again, this is another opportunity for you to throw on a band if you would like to make this harder. All right, here we go. Feet hip width apart, if not a little bit wider. I prefer my squats a little wider. We're going to sit it down and lift that leg to the side and down. Squeeze, lift, knee stays facing forward. Keep those shoulders back and chest up. We got 8 more seconds. 1 more. And break. Same thing on the left in 15 seconds. If you can squat comfortably, lower to the ground. I want you to go for form. So work on your squat form here. Sitting those hips back. I am more of a hip hinge. I tend to come a little bit more forward. Again, everyone's squat form is different. So if you have sensitive knees, I suggest pointing those toes out just a little bit and having those knees go out on a little bit of an angle. Helps rather than getting those knees too far forward. All right, next set. 3, 2, 1. Sit it down, chest up. Squeeze. Slow it down. I don't want you to, we're not kicking it up there. You're just slowly lifting and slowly lowering. We got 5 seconds. 1 more. And break. Shake out those legs. All right. Doing good. We're getting our way through. We have sumo squats next. We're going to have some pulses, of course. So let's come into a nice wide position. Toes pointing out towards the corners. Tuck those glutes under. Shoulders above hips, like you're sliding down a wall. Keep the weight in the heels. We're going to come up and down, up and down. Pressing through those heels as you stand. Squeeze. All right, 1 more. Break, breathe. Ooh, my glutes are shaking a little bit. All right, we have 2 more sets. Make it a little harder each time. The next one is going to be a double. So you're going to come here, 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 up. So we're going down, down, up, up. Okay, so we're stopping in the middle. Here, a little lower, up, up. You get a little bit harder. A little low, a little lower. Keep those hips tucked under. Don't let that booty stick out. Here, low, lower, up, up, low, lower. Woo. And break. Woo, my legs, how are ya? All right, last one is we're gonna pulse all the way through, 45 seconds. So if you are starting to get those leg shakies, come on up and then come back down as soon as you can. So take a nice wide position. Here we go. We're gonna inhale through those heels, tuck those hips forward, bring it down. So we don't want our knees here. Think back. So you press those knees back. Chest is up, nice and tall. Pulse. If you can get lower, challenge yourself, try to get a little bit lower. Again, keep the weight in the heels. It helps take pressure off of our knees. Ooh. We got 10 seconds. My quads are on fire. All right, 5. Get a little bit lower, a little lower, a little lower. Get as low as you can go. 3, 2, 1, and shake Get out, scream and shout. Go ahead and grab behind that ankle. Give this quad a nice stretch. Same thing on that left leg. All right. Shake out. We're going to bring it down onto the floor. We're going to do a little bit of core. Whew. All right. Get comfy. We're going to place those hands. We're going to come into a V-sit position. Lean it back. Hands come out to the side. I want you to bring those feet out a little bit wider, a little further away and a little wider. Lean it back. So we're here. If this is challenging for you, stay here and hold it. If you want to make this a little bit harder, one arm up, down, other arm up, down, both arms up. Woo! And up. Hey, Lena, this is a piece of cake. Pick those feet up off the ground. Arms, lower, arms, lower. 3, 2, 1, breathe. Bring those knees open. Take a nice little stretch. All right. This time we're going to lean it back onto our hands to support. Feet come up. Tabletop. Pretend you have a bowl of soup on those shins that you are not going to drop. Extend it out and in and out and in. I want you to take it slow. Usually we can do these pretty quickly, but for today we're going to work on nice and controlled and slow. Hold a little bit out here and then bring it back in. Extend, hold, back in. Keep that lower back rounded under and keep that core pulled in. Last one. And in, break. All right, we got a Russian twist next if you have a weight. Go grab it. Lean it back. High hip flexors. Here we go. Bring those heels together and bring those toes apart. Side to side. My legs are turned out. You can keep the knees squeezed together or you can keep them open, whatever feels better for you. If you don't have a weight, I want you to use your hands. Tap the ground. Tap. Tap. We have 10 seconds. And break. Reverse crunches are next. So it's going to look like this. You're going to bring those legs, hands down by the side. They come down, 2 legs. They come in and back up. No, I lied. They come down, out, to come up, bend them down. So kind of like a little scooping motion. So if this is, again, a little bit challenging for you, 1 leg at a time. Think of like reverse bicycle. Okay, both legs up and out. Bring those legs up and extend them down, extend out, lift up. You can keep the neck elevated or the shoulders off the ground, or you can keep the head flat on the floor, whatever is more comfortable. All right, we're going to reverse this direction. Here we go. Bring the legs down. And in, extend, down, in, up, drop. We got 10 seconds. Keep that low back pressed on the floor. and rest. All right, we're almost there. We have 1 or 2 more. Not bad. We have regular crunches. Are you guys ready? This time we're going to open to a butterfly though. So bring those feet together, knees apart. You can keep the hands behind the head. Lift, lower, lift, lower. We're going halfway. Try to get those shoulder blades up. Feel free to add an arm. Tap the opposite knee. Feel free to make sound effects with it. Yeah. I want you to really reach for that knee. Hold you there for a split second. Makes it a little harder. 3, 2, 1. And break. Let's go ahead and roll it over onto the stomach. Come into a nice little cobra position. Lift the chin. All right, we're going to do our push-up to finish out. All right, so from here, we have our regular push-ups, but we're going to start with our isometric push-ups first. So for these, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. This is an option here. So our isometric push-ups is where it's essentially a scapula push-up. So we're just letting our shoulders come up and we're pressing away. So our arms aren't really bending. So what you can do is take a nice tiny bend, tiny bend in the elbows and straighten. If those scapular push-ups don't feel right to you, there's 2 options with these. Scapular push-ups, which will help strengthen that back, or bend the elbows very lightly, very small. Tiny isometric push-ups, almost like we're pulsing in a push-up. That is our first round. All right, rock it back. Come into your plank pose. Bring those hips forward so that core is still working. Hands right under the shoulders. Inhale, and we're gonna bend the elbows and up. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend. Something that looks so easy. You should be feeling this in those triceps as well as those shoulders. We got 10 seconds. Very similar to a tricep dip. And break. Rock it back. Take those arms behind you. We're going to do your regular push-ups here. If you are still working on your push-up, you're going to focus on one aspect of your push-up, which is either lowering to the ground or pushing up from the ground. And if you're a pro at push-ups, you're going to do as many as you can in a full push-up position. All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push-ups. I know there's a worse part. Try to get 1 or 2 good ones in. Take it at your own time. We got 25 seconds. Find that little bit of energy. Push through. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1 more. Hand of 1. Stretch it out. Have a little bit of time left. We're going to do some triceps in our kneeling position. If kneeling position isn't for you, go ahead and either stand up with one leg in front of the other. You're going to be here. Otherwise, kneeling is totally fine. All right. So kneeling or standing, lean it forward, hinging at the hips. Nice flat back. Arms come behind, squeeze imaginary fists or weights if you have them. From here, we're going to lift behind. Arms stay behind us this whole time. Lift, lift. Really squeezing those triceps, making those muscles work. Go ahead and bend those arms in for a kickback. Extend, in, extend. 4, 5. Go and squeeze at the top. Open those hands. We're going to clasp the hands together behind us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that chin lifted just a little bit. 9, 10. Break, grab those arms. Take a stretch. We got tricep dips. All right. Bring those feet out in front. Fingertips towards you on a bench or on the ground. Lift those hips up. 30 seconds. Here we go. Back. Go as quick or as slow as you want. I want you to max out your tricep dips here. Really try to push it. Ooh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and reach for those toes. Stretch out those arms. Take a quick second. Let's take a second to stretch. Reach for those insides of those feet. Have some space between. Lean it forward. We're going to take this right leg, cross it up and over for a little bit of our pigeon. And I will give you guys some spoilers for next month. For October, we do have another bar class that is going to be on Tuesday nights. Going to be on the PM side, so 7:30 to 8. It's going to be a half hour. One of our other instructors is going to be teaching it, so you guys will have some more options for bar, and we also have the addition of Saturday classes. Spoiler alert. So if you guys are interested in those will start this weekend. We have a Pilates and a yoga on Saturday morning. And there's going to be some switching classes throughout those Saturdays. Come on into a straddle. You guys should get the schedule, I think, on Thursday. So, I hope you guys are excited. We added some fun classes for October. Go ahead and reach for that right leg. And over through the middle, over to the left. Bring it back up. Butterfly one more time. Press those knees down. Bring your nose to your toes as close as you can. Twist, look behind you. And same thing on the other side. Go ahead and take your head and do some head rolls. We're going to take a nice big roll all the way around. Oh, and also we have a fun October challenge this month called the Boo Tea Challenge, which is a lower body challenge. So it's going to be similar. So if you guys like bar, there are going to be a lot of bar exercises in that. So bring that left leg forward, take one more last stretch. Let's focus on this back. So I want you to turn to the side and bring this right arm up and over. Think of getting your ear to your left knee. Stretch the low back and the side. Inhale, bring it back up. Switch to the right leg. Left leg comes in. This arm comes underneath. We're going to reach up and over. Think right ear to right knee. And bring it up. Shake out those hands. Roll the wrists around. Give yourself a high five. And don't forget to hydrate and enjoy the rest of your wonderful Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for hopping on with me.